Hello, Republic of Gamers, and welcome to ROG Pulse, episode number 7. My name is Jake Kalinsky, and today we are doing a live teardown of the Zephyrus Duo. And joining me to do just that, we've got Bear from Mechanical Engineering, who's going to be doing the actual teardown. And we have Matt joining me here on the call from the Asus Design Center. Guys, welcome to the show. Matt,
Hello.
tell me a little bit about
Hi,
what you
Jake.
guys do at Asus.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Matt. I'm from ADC Asus Design Center, and I'm industrial designer. We usually design products that to help people have better function in our life. Yeah, and I'm now also in RG and now design RG product. And Beer, he's come from mechanical team, and he's also engineer. And we also involved in GX550 this project together. And
Okay.
so yeah, so that's the reason why we're here. And today we're going to introduce some and to tear apart the machine. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be talking all about the Zephyrus Duo and taking it apart down to ripping the screens off and everything. I can't wait to see it done. Um,
Yeah.
so the Zephyrus Duo, let's just talk a little bit about the device itself. I think what stands out the most about it is the fact that it has two displays. And part of the reason why we wanted to do a live teardown was to kind of
Hmm.
see how all of that goes together. Um,
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, what can you tell me about the Screenpad Plus and basically how that's put together, just as a little preview? Were there any challenges with making that?
Okay. Actually, as you can see, because here, yeah, you can see, yeah.
Yep, yep.
So basically, because gaming machine usually have a powerful function, and usually the heat is the most important things to solve. Yeah.
Right.
So actually, this is one point, and the second one is we know that gamer they want to have different multifunction screen, and so in that way we are combine these two uh together. So when we open this one, the second screen will open, and actually the airflow will get inside here. Okay, so this is also like AS, like we said, aero.
Active aerodynamic
Uh,
system.
uh yeah, okay. This is actually basic from ROG design. Yeah, so if you know that GX 501,
Yep.
yeah, that one we also have this AS plus on bottom of the D part. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you open it, yeah, the D part will also open, and it will just like here. So it will also help the airflow and make it cooler. Yeah. So this is like our second version
It's
of
2
AS.
2.0 of this better airflow in laptops. And that wouldn't really be very possible without having the second display opening up that airflow, right?
Yeah. Right.
Very cool. Well, this machine has a 2080 Super and an i9 processor. It can handle quite a lot. It definitely is a powerhouse. But if
Yeah.
we don't have anything else to cover, I say we get right into the teardown.
Okay. Just share down right now.
Yeah, let Bear do
Yeah.
his thing.
Okay. So let's let Beer tear down this machine. Okay. So as you know, here is the D part, and actually there are two bump the rubber foot here. And actually, because for this machine and for this function, we design a new hinge structure. Yes, actually, the two bump could make to can involve the two hinge, and actually it could also help user to for typing angle. Yeah. So
Oh, I
this is
see.
actually, yeah, okay, because for our we have different design researcher. Yeah, they also have some meeting with the gamer. Actually, for gaming laptop, the typing angle is very important. Yeah.
Right. I mean, you can see on the back, and we can see it from multiple angles here as I have mine live. The ones on the
Yeah.
back of the device are much larger than the ones on the front of the device in terms of the feet.
Yeah.
Not the
And
best angle in the
actually,
world, but
yeah. And actually, the rubber foot could also enhance the stable when people play games. Yeah, because gamers are usually very exciting. So when he's typing, and it will make the laptop more stable when he's playing this game. Yeah.
Very cool. So
Yeah.
the screws here on the bottom of the PC, are they all the same size? It looks like it.
Yeah. And by the way, as you can see here, this is like the airflow. So here's the fan, can suck the air inside. Yeah.
Very cool. We've got a few different plates to bring in that ventilation, all designed to look cool rather than just be simple slots. Okay, we've got the bottom plate off. Now we can see
Yeah.
everything here. First part that comes out is what? The battery?
Yeah, here is the battery for the laptop, and here is the thermal module,
Yep.
two fan, and this is the like a cooling pipe here, and this is the PCB, and yeah, and this is all the component inside. You can see in the first glance,
Yep.
and so here, yeah, you can see here is the I/O port.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, we still try to put RJ45 in our laptop because this is like a gaming machine. Yeah, so we hope user can have the best internet connected. So we put it here, and actually here is also Type C, yeah, for sure, and USB and audio jack right and left side. Yeah,
Yep. You've got headphones and mic port on this device.
yeah, and yeah, okay. Yeah, so here is the okay.
So what is he disconnecting first? What's the first thing you want to take apart?
Actually, the first one is the module that combined with the battery and the speaker. Yes, so there's a two speaker on left and right side. So the user, when he is playing, the setting will have the best sound effection for the gamer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, you can see the mechanical designer, he make all the component very uh, put them together. Yeah, so you can see here, this is the line between the PCB and the keyboard here. Yeah, so later he will show him the structure later. Yeah,
Quick question. I see that the speakers came off with the battery. Why are they attached? Is there a benefit to that?
you mean together?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like to make the most efficiency uh, placement. Yeah, because there's not a lot of space in the machine.
So just by attaching
So
them, you're just making it a lot easier to put together, and just they're that way they're spaced and don't need any other kind of connector, or
yeah, kind of that.
okay.
Yeah, so that's the reason why we combine together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I put here. You can see it. Yeah.
A question from chat. What is the shiny I see above the M2 south bridge or north?
You mean here?
I believe so.
Okay. This one?
Yeah, but above the M2. Is that the M2 right there?
This is the SSD here,
Yeah.
and this one too. Yeah. So we got two inside here. Okay.
What's that little shiny part above that though? Do you know? Right above where Bear's finger was. Yeah, just above
You
there.
mean what? This
No, on
one?
the other side. Yeah, that. I think that's what he was asking
Uh,
about.
I could check it later. Yeah.
Okay, okay, not sure. That's fine. Now, when we talk about the cooling on this, it's liquid metal.
Yeah.
Is that easy to install? Is that something we do all beforehand? I know we've talked a lot about liquid metal in the past. That's all pretty
Yeah.
much
Sure.
computer operated, correct?
Mm-hmm. And lastly, the liquid metal is the location here for the GPU and CPU.
Okay, they're right
Yes.
behind there.
So yeah. So actually, when we launch before we launch the product, the liquid metal will be made in the factory. So actually, it's like a module will stay together very closely. Yes. So
Huh.
if you want to add more inside there, it might leak it out. Yeah, but if you are very professional, yeah, sure. Actually, maybe you can try it, but this machine is very expensive. Or
Right.
yeah, so
You want to.
yeah, so yeah, I think you don't want to do it by yourself actually. Yeah, but actually for this GX550, we really provide a very good air flow and cooling system for this machine. So I think yeah, it's don't worry about that, okay? Because we have AIS 2.0 and we have the actually the best air cooling system. Yeah, so don't worry. Yeah. And actually, we could see lots of professional. They show how they add the material liquid in the on the CPU. Yeah, it's very cool because for gamer and for people who really love cyberpunk, that kind of material is very cool.
It
Yeah,
is,
because
yeah.
yeah, so you can see now we have different kind of technology to make the to help the gamer to cooling the system. Yeah, so this is like one of the laptop that we are doing that. Yeah. So
It's becoming
basically you
more
can
common, slowly
yeah
but surely.
yeah
Now,
that's how to
Bear is
oh,
peeling up things. He's taking out pretty much all the screws that are attaching the motherboard. He
yeah.
detached some cables on the sides. Not sure what those were.
Mm,
Now he's
you
got his.
mean the cable side? Okay.
Those are just connectors, I assume. And he's got 3 tools total. It looks like one screwdriver, a pair of
Yeah.
tweezers, and a little plastic tool for prying. Does that have a name?
You mean
The
this
little
one?
white thing that, yeah, that.
这有什么名字吗？没有。You can think it is helpful tool. Yeah, because they don't have the actual name, but they're using this little stuff to pull up
Yeah.
the component. Yeah.
I find
So
it
I
very
think
impressive that he can take apart the entire machine with just 3 tools, but
yeah, you can call him the best friend for mechanical designer.
very
Yeah.
cool. All right, so we've got.
Okay. Oh, so here you can see there are two accumulator. Yeah. So for GPU and CPU, yes, you can see this is like for cooling
Yep.
the temperature. And so here is the thermal module. Yeah. And this is okay. This is also the connector between the airflow machine and the
Right.
PCB. Yeah. So if you do this in your home, you will see the stuff right here. Yeah.
Right. And liquid metal, I mean, we actually did a whole episode focused on that a few weeks back. And if you
Yeah.
get any of that liquid metal onto a live, part of the board, it could fry the entire machine. So you have to be very careful with it.
Yeah. And here is the this is the fan for the thermal module.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, when we design or we think about the cooling system, we usually have different kind of teams discuss together. For example, the thermal team and ID team and the RD team. Yeah, the mechanic designer, because we actually the thermal actually is the very important things when we design the scope. Yeah. So as you can see, the thickness of the fan here, yeah, it will basically used to serve the temperature. So the thickness is we discussed about thickness very well, and I think it's very important when you see it in the laptop. Yeah.
Yeah, those are quite thin. Okay. Wow,
Yeah.
he's taking the motherboard
Okay.
right off.
Yeah. So as you can see here, this is like the C part. Yeah, the opposite sides of the C part. And here is the mesh. Yeah. And okay, you can continue.
You mentioned the mesh. What exactly is the mesh?
The mesh. Okay. Basically, okay, I can. Okay, 转它吧.
If it's easier
Okay.
if we wait, yeah, for him to flip it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I could explain a little bit for you. Yeah. For example, when we open it, you can see here is uh the cooler airflow will come inside here.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And then here, beside here, there's the thermal module, the fan. Yeah. So the
Okay.
mesh is try to protect.
It's so that you're not
If we,
touching the fan yourself.
yeah, yeah, or there's a dust will get inside, the mesh will help to against it. Okay. So
Very cool.
basically, when you have a laptop, you can see the mesh maybe on D part or on C part. Actually, it's usually for the thermal, the fan to protect the dust. Yeah. So actually, for designer, we sometimes also use that image to show how powerful the laptop have. Okay. So now you can see we have a lot of components here.
Yep.
The PCB and the battery and speaker. Yes, and here's some chip here, and this is the thermal module. Okay.
A lot of different pieces. On the
Yeah,
back of the motherboard, I don't know if we can flip it now that we have the cooling off with the liquid metal fly away.
yeah,
Okay. That's what, EMI shielding and black mylar to protect it?
yeah. Sure. This is the for the EMI, and this is like the upside of the PCB here. So as you can see, where's my here? Oh, and this is like to disconnect between the component and the C part because they are all material. They are all metal. Okay, so this try to disconnect the metal together.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Oh wow, he's taking the Screenpad Plus off. Looks like it's got a few connectors that
yeah.
he's removing.
Actually, yeah. So as you can see, yeah,
It's
yeah.
very
Okay,
tiny.
this is like yeah, very tiny actually, and just like a bigger phone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
So that's one
yeah.
unit?
So yeah. So you can see here, this is like a second screen for GX550.
Mm-hmm.
And actually you can drop all the screen from your main main screen drop to here. Yeah, so actually people can see different things here. And for gamer, if you have some maybe uh small screen, it will help you to play this game very more friendly. You can drop the screen here, and it could help you to play the game more convenient. And if you are also multi how should I know, if you are a streamer, or you are maybe uh if you
Content.
need a lot of screen, yeah,
Yeah. So
it
I
will help you
actually
to
I
do
did a
it.
stream with that with this laptop a couple weeks ago, and the bottom screen just for controlling pretty much everything with the stream, looking at Twitch chat. It's really cool for that. You can
Yeah.
actually we actually just did something called the ROG Game Jam last week. I don't know if you heard about this, but we had a
Uh-huh.
bunch of indie developers make video games especially
Yeah.
for this laptop. It's really cool.
Yeah, and you can see here, this is the housing, and here is the hinge connector here. This could make the movement of the hinge move more fluently here. And this is the mechanic designer, they really make a lot of effort on it.
On the
Yeah,
hinge.
yeah, on the hinge you can see here.
Oh, those are the
Yeah,
hinges.
yeah.
Now
Okay, so
what kind of like design concerns were there? Because the hinge
yeah,
itself, I mean, I can actually really quickly before you show it off, I want
yeah,
to I'm gonna show the stream something really fast. So let me just
mhm,
swap this over here.
yeah,
And you guys can see the way the hinge works on the Zephyrus Duo.
hmm,
So you see how the screen lifts up? How how
yeah.
how hard was that to accomplish?
Basically, before we started this project,
Hmm.
with some design research team that in Singapore or in Taipei around the world, yeah, they do a lot of research with the gamer, and actually, we think about how could we make it much more easier and much more easier to use this laptop. So we think the best way is to open with one movement, but the one movement can help him to have two screens. So basically, the main hinge will also bring the second screen together up. Yeah, and that structure is actually very hard in the beginning because in the gaming laptop market,
Mm-hmm.
we are the first brand to do this structure. So in the beginning, we do a lot of structure and raw model, hot model, yeah, to try to do it. And actually, the weight, yeah, so it's very, we do a lot of experiments on it. Yeah,
Yeah, I can imagine there were a lot of different prototypes.
okay. And you can see here, there's a, hey, can you see this? Yeah, and this is some structure here.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, this one is try to bring the second display go up. Yeah, so if you can see, okay, here, yeah. So this one is try to bring the second display up, and for
Okay.
it to come back, yeah. So it's like a connect movement.
Simple, but yet not simple at all.
Yeah, sure.
Do you know how many different versions of the hinge they made before they landed on this one?
Oh, 你们超过几个 hinge 样板 Okay. Basically, they have two version, but before that, they do a lot of role model. So actually, in our process, yeah, usually we have two maybe different kind of idea, and then we will try to do the hot model, and later we try to think about, okay, is this fit the way we want to use it? Yeah, and after
Okay.
that we will let the user try it, and then going on and on, we will do different version for it. Yeah. Okay, so here is the hinge right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the hinges have been removed. We can take a slightly closer look
Touch.
if we want. And then that's
Yeah.
just the main display
Yeah.
left in its casing. And then, okay,
I put here. Yeah.
look at all those
Oh,
pieces.
yeah.
What is that little frame that he just put on? That's just part of the. Is that
You
black
mean this one?
mylar? Or is that aluminum? I can't
You mean
tell.
this one?
What is that made out of? Do you know?
You mean this part?
Yeah.
This is like we call it the B part. Yeah, because the laptop, we usually call it ABCD part. The A part usually is the first cup, you can see it.
Okay.
The A, and this is B to cover the screen,
Oh, okay.
and the C is the here, the
Next, oh wow, the
keyboard
keyboard.
area.
Very cool.
Yeah, this is the C part, and the D part is here, the button. Yeah. Okay, so actually this is the B part. Yeah, basically, there are some rubber on the side. It's when you just close your um, A part, this part will connect to your C part to help your screen
Yeah,
actually.
so it's smooth and protects it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the keyboard. We haven't looked at that yet.
Okay,
And
keyboard
that
here.
whole, I already forgot
Yeah.
what part number that was. C part?
Yeah. Okay. As you can see, here is the C part, and here is the keyboard here,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the touchpad.
Now,
And basically, yeah,
just with the touchpad, I know it's one of the touchpads that can also become a numpad. And just to,
yeah,
if anybody's never seen that in
hmm
action.
yeah. This kind of layout of keyboard, we design it basically for the Zephyrus series. Yeah, because the normal keyboard they usually put on in middle of the C part here,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why we put it here is because uh this place we want to make it for the thermal module to make the cooler system much more better, and for GX550 there's also have the screen here
Right.
to help to help the user uh to multifunction using. Yeah, and actually if you use here, because when we use the laptop we usually have the mouse here on the right side,
Mm-hmm.
and actually the reason why we put touchpad here is because for the right hand. Yeah, so it's just like when you're using the mouse, the location is just like what are you going to do with the mouse.
Right.
So imagine that if you don't have the mouse, you can just use it here.
I actually
Yeah,
like that design a lot more than the traditional spot at the bottom because that's always very awkward to use, I feel. Um,
yeah,
so it's very nice design. And also, I almost always have a mouse, so the numpad is very useful because so many laptops don't even have a numpad.
yeah. So basically, for gamer, WASD
Yeah.
is the most important things for gamer. Yeah, but for the right hand is usually for mouse. So this way we use laptop is very important. It's like a signature for gamer.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah,
gaming laptop. It definitely has the
yeah.
power.
So all yeah, sure. Yeah. So actually, for example, when we play CS, the shooting games or something like that, uh, this like a layout, we really love it. So this is like a signature keyboard layout for ROG Zephyrus laptop.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Matt, really off topic. What kind of games do you like to play? I'm curious.
Sorry.
What kind of video games do you like?
Video games. Um, Actually, I usually play. Do you ever heard about the Metal Gears?
Yeah, my name is Solid
Yeah.
Jake on Twitch.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, I play from the Metal Gear first one in PS.
PS1.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
PS1. Yeah. So actually, for example, Hideo Kojima.
yeah.
I forgot. And
That's
yeah,
his
Hideo
name. Yeah.
Kojima. Yeah. Yeah. I really love his game. And for example, the Death Stranding, that series.
I
Yeah,
haven't
it's
played
very
it yet.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Really. Okay, you must try it.
How about Bear?
Okay.
What's Bear's favorite game? I want to know. I want to know his secrets.
Yeah. 你有什么很喜欢玩的游戏吗？Yes. Oh, StarCraft.
Oh, fist
Yeah,
bump.
it's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard gamer for him. Yeah.
Awesome.
So you start from 第一季就开始玩。Oh, yeah, he start from the first version.
The Brood War.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
the
means when
original.
we
Yeah,
are very young, we play
yeah.
the
Me too. Me
StarCraft.
too.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'm also ever try StarCraft, but I'm a very bad gamer for that. Yeah, because you have to think very quickly. Yeah,
it's an intense game. It's an intense game.
yeah, sure. But for now, because now the trend is different right now, so now we could play games in maybe in phone,
Yeah,
yes, and the laptop, and even console game, and now even we have streaming on in cloud.
yeah,
So I think it's really interesting for our generation that we have different kind of device that we could enjoy the game all the time everywhere. Yeah, so it's like interesting to stay in gaming device or gaming industrial.
yeah,
Yeah, so for us, because when we are child, Beer play StarCraft, I play Metal Gear, something like that.
right.
And now when we grow up, we join this industry. It's very interesting. Yeah.
It's cool. So if there's
Okay.
anything left to tear down, it's just to get the screen out of its frame, or I
Yeah.
think that's it.
And then he's
No, the main display, does that come out? I'm just curious. It looks very thin. Does that come out of
ah
there? We don't have to take it out if it
okay.
doesn't come out easily.
Okay.
Wow,
Actually,
it's so thin.
yeah, you can see here. Yeah, basically, the two line here is connect the
Okay.
system.
So
Yeah.
the
So
panel vendor creates it like that, and then it goes to the factory to be assembled.
yeah, sure. So uh, I'm not really sure about the detail, but
Okay.
yeah, we have different assembling factory actually. And by the way, because I mentioned about it's really hard to do this kind of structure of the
Yeah.
hinge. One of the reason is because all the line come from the LCD part.
Okay.
It will go through inside the hinge. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So you can imagine that besides the where they need to design the hinge, but they also need to move some space for the electric parts. Yeah. So I have to tell you that uh, in in sometimes we discuss about this about the space. We sometimes fighting each other, but we want to make the hinge much more stronger, much more cool. Yeah, so that's the reason why we have a lot of we discuss a lot about the detail. Yeah,
Okay.
and there they also made a lot of effort on it. Yeah.
This
Okay.
is a really cutting edge laptop, and I know it has Wi-Fi 6. Where exactly is that located?
Okay. So basically, you can see here. Okay. Wi-Fi. Okay. So you can see these two Wi-Fi component here,
That's
and
just copper.
the other yeah, and this is two here are also the Wi-Fi 6
Okay. Wow.
device here. Yeah. So the reason why we have different Wi-Fi module in the laptop is because when we bring the laptop outside, you will have different gesture or just put it in different kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So the if we have more Wi-Fi connector, it will help the connection more better.
Oh, so no matter
Even if
how it's
you are in
positioned,
different
it'll
yeah.
still get a good connection. Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the Wi-Fi port over there. Okay, and you can see here. Okay. Yeah. So basically, Bear have tier brought all the product for us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, even if the thermal module here,
Yep.
and we can see the liquid metal here, and the battery, speaker, and the module, thermal, hinge. They are the most important things here. Okay. Yeah.
You know, Bear made that look so easy to do, and if I was to try to tear this laptop apart, it would take me probably 2 hours, and I would break something. So
Oh yeah.
props to Bear because I think that took him about 20 minutes, if that, and that's with him stopping for us to talk.
Yeah. 20 minutes right now?
It's actually been 35 minutes, give or take, but maybe 30 minutes since we
Oh,
started. Yeah, it's about 10:30 right now.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
um,
Before yeah, so sorry. Before we tear apart this, I asked Beer how fast he could tear apart all this component. He said maybe within 10 minutes. I said, oh, how can you do this? Because before that he has
10
tear apart.
minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah, because before that he has already tear apart about more than maybe you think 80 or 100 the GX550 before this. Yeah, because this is one of their job. Yeah, they have to make sure everything is okay. So he's very every detail about
Oh,
the
wow.
component. Yeah, so that's also the reason why we invite Beer here.
I guess so.
Yes.
He's the right guy for the
Yeah,
job.
yeah. And by the way, did you see his T-shirt here?
It's a great t-shirt. I want it.
Yeah.
Send me one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is one new T-shirt come from ROG marketing.
Yeah,
That's very cool. We have one. I don't have one. You don't have one too. So we want it. Yeah.
it's nice. It's got
So this
that
is
very like synthwave, electro punk kind of vibe.
yeah. So actually, the ROG is basically from the cyberpunk worldview.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you can see there's some elements that maybe you can see in some movie. Okay,
Yeah.
you can see yeah the elements in some game. So ROG is actually we try to deliver a dream or the way we live in the cyberpunk world. Yeah, so basically in the reality, we also live in the cyberpunk world. For example, we have computer, laptop, we have phone, internet. We do things just like people do in movie actually.
Right? Yeah, in a
Yeah,
futuristic
so
society, we're becoming that society.
yeah, so basically, ROG, yes, we really deliver that kind of image of our gaming life. No game, no life. Yeah, for that whole year. Yeah, so that's the reason why we have those words. Yeah,
Yeah.
so actually, yeah, we really love gaming, and for the reason why we all the team together, we develop this kind of laptop for the user and for the gamers. Yes. So yeah, you can see this is a GX550 here. Yeah,
I think the only things we might not have talked about is just, does this have
yeah,
Thunderbolt? I think it has Thunderbolt charging.
I'm projecting here. Okay,
I'm just curious where that
you mean
would be
here?
located and what it would look like, the Thunderbolt.
Okay, yeah, here.
Maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
that looks
yeah, I
right.
think so. Yeah,
Okay. I mean, it's got everything. It's got the USB Type C charging, it's got Thunderbolt, it's got pretty much anything you could ask for in a top end laptop. And like you said, this is a device made for gaming. It's a gamer's dream machine.
yeah, sure. And also for the creator, for example, in our researcher that not only gamers. So for example, do you know that, and I can introduce a PI. You can see a lot of elements in our product or our branding. This is like a slash here.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. So for slash, this is not only a element in our product, but it's also like a spirit. For example, it's
Really?
like yeah, it's like for example, we are now in a slash life. For example, in daily work, you are maybe you work in a company, but after working, you are like a gamer in your gaming world. So it's like a slash life for all the gamers. Yes.
That's cool. I didn't
So
know
that
that.
is yeah. So this is also so for the slash this is also like the dreaming or the spirits in our team. Yeah. So our G brand we also try to represent that kind of idea for to the users. Yeah.
No, one thing you mentioned was just, slash, this is really good for creators and I just oh, that is the wrong button. That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Um you can kind of see that this is actually what a Twitch interface would look like. You get all your different scenes on the left-hand side. You get all your stream health in the middle, and then on the right, it's
Yeah.
actually your feed and Twitch chat. And normally, I actually have streamed with this, and it works. It works really well. It's also good for Photoshop. It's
Yeah.
good for any kind of After Effects. I know a lot of musicians use this. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. For example, if you also play DJ or play something like that, the kind of second display could also help you to put the system on the second display,
Yeah,
and you can focus on your main stream. So that kind of usage is also for gaming, also for content creator, because for the multi-function screen, people could arrange your screen on everywhere you want.
right.
Yeah, for example, if you are a professional content creator in your studio, you might have different big screen together. Yeah, but when you go outside, if you want to also do things like that, yeah, GX550 could fit your needs actually. Yeah, so for it's like for slash live, for gamer, for content creator,
Yeah.
yeah, so all the user are we could uh, fit inside the need. Yeah,
One thing I think about is just if Bear was
yeah,
playing StarCraft 2, and if Bear
yeah,
was trying to read a build order on the bottom screen, he could look at the build order for ask him if he
yeah.
plays Terran Zerga Protoss. I want to know.
Yeah. So Beer do you 你现在还有在玩那个吗？青海还是有？那、你有用这台玩过吗？Beer says he used this laptop to play StarCraft 2.
But what
Yeah.
race does he play?
你用什么种族啊？都有。哦，他最擅长是哪一个？ Oh, he's like a master for the game, so he plays three races, but the best race is the human.
He likes the Terran. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
He's okay in my books. I like the Terran too.
You too?
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I mean, that was a pretty fast teardown. I think we went over anything we might have missed, Matt.
Mm, I think if you're really interested in this laptop, I suggest you can really go have one or try one. Yeah, because this kind of experience is very new for us. I could share you one experience for me
Hmm.
because before when we started from this project, yeah, we're not really sure about how the affection or how the real feeling when people use it. Yeah, but after we launched this product, I really use it. Yeah, it's really helped me to do something when I'm working or just playing.
Hmm.
Yeah, so this kind of slightly change could really make a big difference in our life actually. Yeah, yeah. So that is the one thing that I could share you in the end. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm I think it's been a pretty
Good.
interesting show. Any shout outs you'd like to give before we sign off?
Excuse me.
Any call outs you want to thank anyone? I don't know. Sometimes people like to it's called a shout out. People shout
Oh.
out their team members sometimes.
Oh, okay. Basically, in our team, we usually play games.
Hmm.
Yeah, because we design game laptop. So basically, we're also gamers. Yeah, so once you have some comment in internet, we will see it. Yeah, so we also play games. We also design gaming laptop. Yeah, it's really fun and interesting. Interesting. Yes, and well, Bill he plays StarCraft, and for me, I play video games. So actually, we're all gaming gamers. Yeah, so it's really interesting in this industrial. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you mentioned that you like Hearthstone when I talked to you the other day, right?
Ah, yes.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
see
forgot that.
the new video for Hearthstone?
Yeah, yeah, sure. I see it. Yeah. I played Hearthstone for over 7 years, I think so. Yeah,
It came out in
yeah,
2013, so yeah.
yeah. So 7 years I play it, and I actually, I also play in my phone, sometimes in this laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I could share you one secret. Yeah, that if, for example, if you are working on the main screen here,
Mm-hmm.
and you can play Hearthstone here.
Wait, really?
Yeah, yeah, because this is like a content creator, and you can focusing here on your working,
Oh
and but
my.
in the same time you can also play games or have some chat place here. So actually, I think for gamer,
Cuz
it's
it's
really convenient.
yeah,
Yeah,
cuz that bottom screen is a touch screen. It's like a big
yeah,
phone, in like you
yeah,
said.
yeah. So for example, in when we before if we don't have this kind of laptop, we working here, and sometimes we put our phone on desk. Actually, it's the same situation. We were looking here, and we come back to see here. Yeah, it's actually the same. But right now, if you not that kind of heavy gamers, actually you can put some maybe small games, light game here.
Mhm.
Yeah, it will be easy for you to have multi-function screen here. Yeah, yeah, it's very. I think in that way, it is really useful. Yeah.
The only things we have to look at now is what kind of keyboard switches are there. So a lot of laptop keyboard switches are very flat. What are they? Can we get a close look at them here?
Okay. Here.
Now, can we what does it look like underneath? Can we actually see anything about the switch? Because it's not a mechanical keyboard, obviously, but they do have a tactile feel.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, this kind of feeling actually is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does that
and
make the
actually,
device thicker? Does that add any
yeah,
depth to it? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Cool.
So yeah,
Cool. The final question we have from chat is,
yeah.
what is your favorite food for both of you?
Favorite food?
Favorite food?
Me?
Yeah, both you and Bear.
Oh, food. So let me ask beer first.
Okay.
你最喜欢吃什么食物啊？喜欢的都要吗？台湾小吃？哎，哦，he because he like game most. So basically the food is okay for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But for me, I like because we are now living in Taiwan. Okay, because we live in Asia, and actually, I love soup. Yeah,
Yeah, you like soup.
and soup, and actually, we have a lot of snack food in Taiwan night market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so for me, yeah, we really love it. Yeah. Okay. If you not really know what I'm saying, you can check on Google Taiwan night market. Yeah,
Okay.
you can see a lot
Like
of food over there.
they call it street
Yeah.
food in
Yeah,
English. It's
street
yeah,
food.
street food. So I lived in New York City for a long time, and I'm a big fan
Oh,
of
really?
street food. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay. I ever been to New York once.
Oh,
Yeah, when I was a student. Yeah. Yeah, the food is also good. Yeah. And I think there's also one Taiwan restaurant, some Taiwan restaurants in New York. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's definitely a lot of Taiwanese food in America, all over the place.
Yeah, you can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Bear and Matt, thank you guys so much for your time and for doing this teardown. I really appreciate it.
Mhm.
I hope to have more
Thank you.
conversations
Yeah.
like this in the future.
Yeah, thank you very much. I we hope they too. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks again, and thanks everyone for tuning into ROG Pulse. Next week we're going to be taking an early look. I don't even know how much of a look, but I know we're going to be talking about next gen AMD cards because they're coming soon. We're going to be seeing exactly what kind of information we can scrounge together and talk about it because I think we're getting close to getting more info. So that's what we're
Yeah.
aiming to do. Um, but until next time, we'll see you later. GG's.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. See you. Bye bye.